Good morning, everyone. Oh, how I have missed you all. It feels like it has been forever since I've even had the chance to sit down and record. Today is Thursday, September the 28th, and it has been a long 2 months. And I have felt a little empty not being able to do this, but there was just so much going on for me to be able to keep up with the gym and work and get time to go to work. For me to keep up with the gym and work and everything else, I couldn't do it all. So I had to accept my losses and yeah. So anyways, now we're back. So what has happened since the last video? So much, so very much. So the last video that I posted was our wedding, our marriage, and me being incredibly sick. And when I edited that, it was amazing. It was absolutely perfect. When I posted it and then finally got to see it a few days later, it was horrible. The sound on it was so messed up, so I'm actually going to have to take that down and then re-edit it and then repost it. So if you see that go missing, don't worry, it's okay. I'm just fixing it so it's not terrible. But, so let's see, we got married, and then I posted the video, and we moved to an entirely new apartment. The area that we were living in was kind of a higher end, and it was pretty expensive for the apartment. And we are changing our lives completely to make a new life, to set a future for each other, for our kids and everything else. And that means we had to downsize. So we got a smaller apartment, kind of in an average area. It's not great, it's not bad or anything like that. You know, you could still go for a walk at night and not worry. We found the apartment. It took a lot of searching. Every apartment that we'd look at, it was just boom, 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 gone. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have that available. Oh, come and look at it. Sorry, we're not available. It was very frustrating. So we found this place, and they were like, oh yeah, you want to move in? Yeah, perfect. So when we came to look at it, it was a mess. But it's kind of one of those things, like when you're house shopping, not necessarily apartment shopping, you see the place for its bones. And it has such good bones for exactly what we are looking for exactly what we want. The space, the cost, the area that we're in, all of that. And so we asked, since when we saw it, it was a like weird 80s yellow, I don't even know. We asked if we could paint it, and they said, oh, you know, we'll repaint it, but then it's going to be a few more weeks before you can get into it. And I said, well, how about we paint it? And then that way we can move in sooner, because we had to get out of the old apartment very quickly. And they said, yeah, that's fine. So we painted, and then I went through and decorated. I'm not a decorating person. I'm that person that's looking on Pinterest going, does this make sense? This makes sense, right? Can you do this? Is this feng shui? I'm not really certain. We decorated, got everything hung up, and are just finally now getting settled in. We were in a hurry to decorate it, to get it painted, to get it ready, because Alex's mom was flying in to stay with us for our reception. It was originally supposed to be the wedding, but plans changed, and we did our surprise wedding, and it was our like reception barbecue, and she wanted to be here, you know, to support her son. And so we were prepping it, getting it ready. She got here, it looked decent enough to, you know, say, here, let me make a good impression for Alex's mom. Then while she was here, we were busy, going places, going out to eat, seeing family, seeing friends, also meeting and getting to know her. I did not want to have her getting to know me with me holding a camera 24/7. And I want her to get to know me as you know, her son's wife, and who I am inside, and then we can establish the other things that I do. And also, some really positive news. I'm going to tilt this down so this is going to look really ridiculous. I'm hoping it'll focus. I have soft braces on. I think you can see that. They are soft braces. There is no hinge. I have soft braces. we took the hinged braces off. He assessed me and was like, I think you could go either soft braces or wearing your braces, not wearing your braces, wearing your braces, not wearing your braces. And I tried without. It was not fun. My knees have lost a lot of strength and they're still a bit unstable. And he said, you know, try a soft brace and see what happens. So I am currently in soft braces with a little lateral support on them. They have a little pin that runs on either side. It's nothing spectacular. You can kind of see where it is here and then on this one as well. Nothing spectacular by far. But we're going to be doing a few weeks of this. I also had to change some of my therapy to add in other exercises to help rebuild the support, and it's been really good. And I've had even chances to walk without the braces on, and things are really good. So besides my knee braces, Alex's mom coming to visit, moving, repainting in the move, getting married and all of that, we've also done a huge step for me. I went to school. I actually already have an Associate of Science from a smaller community college, and then I ended up going to Wichita State, which is what everybody else around calls it, but here in Wichita we just call it WSU. I ended up going to WSU and attempting to do some further education, maybe for a bachelor's or a master's, in the subject I'd studied. And found when I was talking to professors, heads of department, people that worked in that basically I had to have a master's to do anything with it. And so I've been kind of in a doldrum because I really enjoy chemistry. I really, really enjoy chemistry. Science in general is just fascinating to me, and I have a grasp for it and I can follow it, and it's really fun. But the types of chemistry that I was looking at, like biochem, geochem, they aren't a very good fit for me, and I could tell. And so these last 2 years, 3 years, I think, I have had the hardest time trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do biology or forestry or parks and management. And I love being outside. I love plants and the outdoors and national parks, state parks, those sorts of things. And I'm just like, I have no idea what I want to do. This is terrible. And I had been talking with Alex quite a bit during this whole time while we were dating, while we were engaged, while we were married, of what he thinks I should do. And he's like, well, you know, what's your passion for it? And that is a problem in our society, is we say, what's your passion, you know, follow it. And I say it's a problem because what we're forgetting to say is this little addendum on the end that says, make it possible to support yourself. Make it possible to earn a living with your passion. Yes, you can follow your passion and you can do, you know, whatever the heck ever that comes up in your head. But are you able to support yourself? Are you able to have a financially stable future? You know, do you even want that? Are you wanting the rickety sort of, I don't know what tomorrow brings? Some people enjoy that and they really love that. And I think that addendum does need to be added when we're talking about our passions. And my passion, as I keep coming back to it and keep coming back to it, is health, fitness, and nutrition. Just in general health, you know, in a basic sense. And the thing is that I can sit there and I can love health and fitness and nutrition every day, all year long. How do I make that able to support me, to support Alex, to support a family, to support our future, to be able to put money towards retirement, make sure we have a backup savings account for emergencies, you know, those sorts of things, so that if my truck breaks down, it's an older vehicle, you know, you got to think about these things. What can I do with health and fitness to make sure that if, you know, we just paid all our bills and my truck breaks down, that I have the ability to fix it and not be, you know, under the weather with money and, you know, stuck in a bind. And so I'd been talking with Alex and he said, you know, try to do something that's your passion, but maybe do it in a way where you can, like, diversify. So I started thinking about it and we talked about it quite a bit. And I said, you know, I really like the idea of health and fitness, but I don't want it to be just health and fitness. I want it to be something where I can diversify, where I can have, you know, my little fingers in all the little pots, but not so much that I'm spread so thin that I can't actually accomplish my goal. My goal is I want to help people. And whether that be through inspiration on YouTube, inspiration on Instagram, or personally pushing someone. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've made nutrition plans and fitness plans for friends, help them with their diet and help them with their supplement intake, that sort of thing. You know, here's some stretches you can do, here's some exercises you can do to work that, and this and the other. And I want to help people. That's my main goal. I really, really want to help people. But we also live in a world where if you are just self-trained, self-taught, in many cases, people, they really don't take you seriously. And that's kind of sad, because in some cases, you may have made yourself a better education than you would have going to school. So, sorry, coffee talk here. So we discussed it, and I said, you know, I want to make this into a business, but again, I'm going to diversify it. So these are just the basics of what I'm doing now. So we discussed it, and we said, let's send me to school for business classes so that I know how to market myself, so I know how to do the basic accounting, so that I can make sure I'm doing it all in a legal way. I know nothing about my own business. I've always worked for others. I didn't even think it was possible to work for myself. Also, to have that certification that says I have an exercise science degree. I am a certified personal trainer. I had my certification many, many years ago. It was nothing spectacular. It was kind of just a weekend program we did, and the things that it entailed are nothing even close to what the certification requires today. So I want to get that certification, and then now that I would have those things, we're thinking future tense here, then I can have all the doors opened for what I'm wanting to do, breaking into nutrition, maybe physical therapy. There's so many other things that I could do with this, but I would love to be able to help people, especially with injuries, because I've gone through so many injuries. I've had so many special cases for me specifically that I've had to live with, and that I've had to teach others, because there is not that information out there easily to be found. It's actually very hard to find information on many of the things that I've had to do. And I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to help people in that manner. And so we decided I'm going back to school. And I started my first set of business classes 2 weeks ago. They're actually very fun, very fun. But after this semester, then I'm also going to be incorporating the exercise science program into my studies. This is kind of just a break-in period, trying to make it as easy as possible. And there's going to be some hard classes along the way. We call it A&P, Anatomy and Physiology. If you're in that program, it's A&P. But A&P is probably one of the harder classes that you can take, as well as accounting. Accounting is so very difficult. One equation, one problem took me over an hour. That's hard. That's some hard stuff. And I mean, I'm pretty good at math now. I wasn't back then, but there's going to be a lot of changes. So I partially started this YouTube to document this journey. I also partially started this YouTube and my Instagram and all of that because I'm going to utilize the tools that are out there in the marketing world today. YouTube, Instagram, social media such as Snapchat, such as Twitter, and I want to utilize them in the best way possible so that I can bring this information to you all, so that I can show you that you can bodybuild and go to school. You can bodybuild, prep for a competition, go to school, be married, work, all of those things all at once. And I want to really let you guys know that I am setting this up for hopefully a very good, positive thing for the future. But it is going to take time. And yes, you know, these last few weeks have been so stressful, and it was a lot. It was a lot to do. But I want to make sure that you guys know that you are my first priority. My whole goal with everything is to help people. I switched industries from restaurants to the health industry because I want to help people. I started a YouTube. I want to help people. the information that I had to research for, the time and hours spent studying, I want to make sure I'm doing that for you guys. And that sounds ridiculous because here I am sitting in my bedroom drinking a cup of coffee, getting ready to go to work at 8:30 in the morning, talking to a camera. How am I helping people? Soon to come, soon to come. There is so much more involved in this. This is just the basic little umbrella bit. There are so many little parts that are going to come off of this, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. I am very excited about this. I'm very passionate about this. I hope you can tell that. And I'm driven right now, and I hope that that shows. I hope that you can see that being expressed in each of these videos. Things are going to get better and better. That's the only way that I know how to do it, is self-improve, 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 and share it. And I hope that that was simple enough, easy to follow on what's been going on, what the future plans hold, but not so much that you guys feel overwhelmed watching this. I know that this isn't an exercise video, but there will be more of those to come. I know that this isn't an informational video. There will be more of those to come. This isn't a great Instagram post of me posing or anything like that. That's to come. I'm still figuring out how to use Twitter. I had the hardest time with that one. I don't know why. You can tell I'm old. But I'm going to share this with you, and I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. So I gotta go to work. I will see you guys later. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh yeah. Kick today's ass. Be a total ass kicker. Be awesome. And don't let anybody hold you back. Don't let anything hold you down. You can do anything you set your mind to. It doesn't matter, as long as you're driven. And stay driven. If you have to do anything to keep driven, you do it. But I will see you guys later. Have a great day.